How did why? What? There was no palms.
Yeah, I just smiled at it.
So, hello, bear watchers. We are at. I'm looking for my list. I just had it in my hand.
Yeah, you like just wrote it.
I just wrote it. Yeah,
on the back of my own receipt.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
that's not it. Yeah, we're at Safeway again, and we're getting the food for the meal plan for the week. And I gotta do my what? I gotta do my freezer. You know, I know some things that are in the freezer. Well, I know mostly what's in the freezer, but I gotta figure out some meal planning with the stuff I have in the freezer.
Yeah, because we need to use all that stuff.
Yeah, ASAP.
It's kind of what we tend to do in the spring, you know, got to do all your spring cleaning, yeah. Including the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I need to go through the cupboards and get all the... I do rotate everything. You know, when we buy more cans, I put the new ones in the back and, you know, everything comes forward. But, you know, we've got box things and stuff. You know, now that we're doing the clean eating again, I've noticed there's a lot of things that we bought when we were doing clean eating 2 years ago that, you know, are either expired or getting ready to expire. Yeah, so I hate to throw things away. You know, I want to get them used.
Yeah.
But there's some things that just can't be saved, yeah. Which really bothers me. But for the meal plan this week, I wrote it on the back of a receipt. We were sitting in Starbucks, and it was nice and sunny in there, and we figured, well, we should just write up the meal plan and go to the store while we're out and about, because we were trying to walk, but there's not really any safe places to walk.
Yeah,
this is, you know,
it's really icy,
icy, and yeah,
like gross. Everything's just not great right now for walking.
Still, yeah.
So yeah. It needs to melt more.
And it's Easter Sunday, so a lot of things are open. You know, open. So we'll go shopping. Shopping it is. All right. See you in the store.
Bye.
Last time I got stuff for couponing and things that were on sale. This time we're going just for the meal prep. So we'll see how much this turns out to be for the week. Woohoo! Oh, they've got their spring stuff in the windows.
$4.99.
Yeah. Ooh, look, that one's got a whole bunch of purples in there. I like that one.
Random flamingo here. There's some shiitake. $4.99. Bell peppers, all the right flavors. Napa cabbage. The Napa cabbage looks really good. Bok choy looks pretty good too. What you're looking for? $1.99.
Because I'm going to fry it.
Ooh, well then we should make.
Should we get another?
I'm gonna get another tofu so we can make miso soup. Chicken breast.
Thin cut. That's kind of what we need. Hoisin sauce.
Ooh, this sounds good.
We used to get these all the time.
I know, those were my favorite for egg burritos.
Yeah, we got $5.79. The culprit. She's always got to be chomping on food. Now she's gonna walk away. She knows I'm talking about her. While I'm trying to do the Monday measures. So there's everything we need for tonight's dinner. We got the chicken and apple cider vinegar, olive oil, spinach, pears, an onion, and some feta cheese. And I'm hoping that's all I need. Well, hello, and welcome to Monday Measures and all of the kitchen sounds. Everybody's in the kitchen.
I just got my little new bag wet.
Uh-oh. And things are dinging that I'm not cooking.
Oh, that's me. My forehead.
So Heather's making Mary some unicorn lemonade. Yeah. It's the butterfly pea tea and lemonade or lemon juice. All right. So I'm gonna start cooking here. So everybody gets out of my way. What kind of a kitchen this is? Chaos kitchen.
It's like that at work.
Okay, so I got my pan and I got all of my stuff right here so I can do this really quick. Like I said, all of these recipes, where am I? All of these recipes are really, really quick and easy. So this week we're gonna do, this week we're gonna do the recipes one day at a time because they don't look like they would hold over really well left over. So you know, we're one at a time, and then we'll probably have them like the next day for lunch, and then dinner and
that sort of thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So like normal people eat. just because I set aside the time, and these are quick. So yeah. All right, let's get to cooking. Some olive oil in the pan. I should have been heating up. And if you see it, I paid a little bit of extra money for this thin sliced chicken breasts. So that way they would cook a little bit faster. And I'm cooking them in a pan. The recipe actually wants you to season them and cook them in the oven. Oops. Ugh, yuck. Two meals each. So one for tonight and one for lunch tomorrow. So this is going to go with pears. So I wouldn't want to put any kind of weird seasonings on there. It's got spinach and, oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot my parsley. Spinach and feta. So, if you're going to season it, I would just season it with maybe salt and pepper. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Her cayenne. Yeah. We use a lot of cayenne, so I grabbed this by mistake. I have it in a little same thing as I put my salt in. A little bit of spice is gonna be okay. I guess I'll use that instead of pepper. Turn that down a little bit. Cut my onion up. Yeah, because these are sliced thin, they're not going to take very long. That's why, I'm not going to cook them in the oven. There was a time in my life I wouldn't have anything to do with onions at all. Oh gosh, I just hated them. I hated the consistency of them. I hated the flavor of them. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. And then all of a sudden I started to like the flavor. And then I started to, cook with dried onions. So I started to like the meat. And now I like onions. Funny how our tastes change. So while that's cooking, I'm going to cut my pear into slices. I'm going to leave the skins on there. little thin ones are done. There's a big thick one in here. So the recipe says to take these out, put them on a plate, and then wilt your spinach in there. And then you put the spinach on a plate and then arrange your chicken on top of that. We're not worried about it making it aesthetically pleasing. So I'm just going to throw my spinach on top of there and let it wilt. That doesn't take very long. So I cleaned out my pot. I cut my pears into little slices. We're gonna put a tablespoon of oil, a little bit more, a tablespoon. And then we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. We're going to warm my pears. These pears were actually really soft for, you know, the outsides didn't feel soft, but when you cut into them, they were actually really soft. So we're not going to cook them for very long. Parsley over top of our pears. Pears are the star of the show, so they go on top of the chicken mixture. And there we go. There's our pear and chicken. The pear's kind of covered up the chicken. But, you know, we got 6 meals out of that.
Yeah, it looks like just like cooked pears.
Yeah, it does. So, and does anybody do this? I'm growing parsley in my refrigerator. Not really, just keeping it fresh. Yeah. Yum. Oh my gosh. I forgot the feta. I gotta sprinkle some feta on there.
go. Sprinkle some feta on there. That look like enough, Mary? That's yours. It's good? Yeah. I was distracted by the cheese. I didn't process that you were speaking to me. Making me tea. For my face is breaking out, and the butterfly pea tea is supposed to help. Oh look, she said it's called a unicorn lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Well, hello. The chicken and pear stuff was a success. Everybody liked it. So we had it for dinner last night and for lunch today. And tonight I'm going to make it's mushu shrimp. And it's kind of like Asian inspired shrimp taco. So we'll get that started. Oh, wait, I'll show you what we have. This shrimp, this is a 2-pound bag. Now, I just came across a sale today, and I think it's like $30 regular price. I can't remember what the sale was, but it really wasn't that much off. I think maybe 25 or something. But if I would have known that the shrimp had gone up that high, I probably would have just took out a pound and left the other pound in the freezer. But that's the only thing on the list that I didn't get at the store was that shrimp, you know, because that was already in the freezer. And the rest of the ingredients are, you know, we've got some green onions, and then the broccoli coleslaw mix, shiitake mushrooms, and keto-friendly the wellness wraps. They're spinach and herb. And then we're going to be using the tamari, ginger, garlic, rice wine vinegar, and hoisin sauce, if I can talk. And I've got my pan out, and I'm going to use coconut oil. I tend to like coconut oil for my shrimp, you know. So I'm going to cook up that whole bag of shrimp, but I'm not going to use it all for this recipe. Like I said, we're probably only going to use half, but at least we'll have some cooked shrimp that I can have for salads and stuff. So we'll get that going for you. And it's just another really easy recipe. So I heated up my oil in the pan. I'm going to throw my shrimp in there. Hopefully I got all the water out of there. Cook up all that shrimp, and then we'll remove it from the pan. I already cut up my mushrooms, and I cut up my green onions. It called for 5 ounces of mushrooms. This is 3.5. I didn't want to get 2 packages because they were expensive. Although I love mushrooms. Shrimp only takes a few minutes to cook. Ooh, steamy. Once they're all pink. And if there's a little bit of them not quite done, that's okay, because we're going to throw them back in the pan in a little bit. Yeah, because some of these were still kind of frozen. Okay, I'm going to pull all of my shrimp out of there. Put them back in my strainer here. Some more coconut oil in there. Our mushrooms. Now this is a 3-cup bag and it only calls for 2. Now, I'm really tempted to put it in there because we're going to make a couple extra. I'm going to. Because, you know, make up for the mushrooms that we didn't have. You always got to be flexible when you're cooking. Really, you do. Cook that up a little bit. About 2 or 3 minutes. My pan was still really hot. I'm going to add a tablespoon of ginger. That's about almost all I have in there. 2 tablespoons of garlic. Oh, look at that. A bunch of cap. 2 teaspoons of the rice vinegar. One tablespoon of soy sauce. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Put the scallions in there. Here's our spinach wrap. Just take some of that, throw it in the middle of there. And put a little bit of our hoisin sauce on there. And it's a wrap. I'm gonna eat this. I was so hungry when I got off of work. I like anything shrimp. It's good. Now, tamari, when you open it, it goes in the refrigerator. I did not know that with the hoisin sauce. And the last time I used it, I didn't put it in the refrigerator. So I ended up having to throw away the whole thing. And you've seen what a problem we had looking for that in town. It was hard to find. So we'll know. Put it in the fridge this time. So I'm going to go finish my wraps. I'm going to put them all together for the girls. And Heather should be down in a minute. And Mary went to go see a movie with a friend. And yeah. Tomorrow we'll make another recipe. I forgot what it was. Oh, it's like a tofu, like a little Asian bowl. So, yeah. See you tomorrow. Okay, we're on the last day of our food plan, and we're going to make these bok choy sesame ginger bowls. So we've got our bok choy and some carrot, and it's supposed to be made with chicken, but we're going to use tofu strips. I'm going to fry them up in a pan. And then we've got miso paste and snow peas, sesame oil, sesame seeds, some honey, quinoa, rice wine vinegar, tamari soy sauce, and some ginger. And hopefully that's everything I need. I always seem to forget something. So, well, get it started. So if you've not made quinoa before, the directions are real close to rice. So there's a 2-quart pot, and I've got 2 cups of cold water. I'm going to put a cup of quinoa in there. We're going to stir it up and let it come to a boil, and then cover and simmer for 15 minutes. So while I'm waiting for my quinoa to boil, I'm going to fry up the tofu. We're just going to cut it into little strips and fry it up. I'm going to fry it in some coconut oil, because anytime we do anything Asian, the coconut oil really complements it. It just gives it a little bit of, you know, coconut flavor. So, sorry if I'm squinting. I don't know what's going on with my eyes today. I think I got something in them because one was really itchy and watery, like I got something in it. So, I can't quite see. So I'm gonna fry up the tofu. Here's my coconut oil. Alaska house, everything is hard. Butter's hard, coconut oil's hard. My honey crystallizes, it's all, you know, crystals. I got some in a mason jar and I boiled it up so that way I have some liquid honey. See, I cut it up in little slices like that. See if I can fit it all in the pan. Ooh, look at it. Turn it down a bit though. While my tofu is cooking, I'm gonna make the dressing. So we got 2 tablespoons of the rice rice vinegar. And then I've got 2 tablespoons of my miso paste. Then once this miso paste is open, you have to use it. So we're gonna make some miso soup tomorrow. Actually, I'll use that spoon. There we go. 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. I don't know, I think somebody's walking down the street. One and a half teaspoons of honey. This is a dessert spoon, so it's a little bit smaller than a teaspoon. Yeah, that should be good. And remember, we were running low on the ginger. I hope I have enough. It's like 1.5 teaspoons. I think it looks like it should be enough. Let's squeeze it all out of there. There we go. That's the end of that. And 1 teaspoon of this. Oops, I actually need that. Three tablespoons of water. I hope you can hear me. 3 tablespoons of water. We're going to mix that up and let it set. I'm going to get my whisk. There's some little chunkies in there. Got some little tiny whisks for these jobs here. Here we go. That looks nice. Back to the tofu. I really squished it in there so it's sticking to each other. Yeah, that's a nice color. It actually takes longer than you would think. You gotta be really careful with this thing, it'll fall apart. So I washed and drained my bok choy. See, I've got all my bok choy cut into little slices, and the leaves are in there too. I used about a pound, and then I used that whole bag of the snow peas, and I cut them in half. They're in a steamer bowl, and we're going to put the steamer bowl into the Instant Pot. So this is a steamer bowl that's made for my 6-quart Instant Pot. You can put it in the 8-quart one too. It just looks awkward. But there's a cup and a half of water down on the bottom, and we're gonna put the lid on it. I can never get this silly lid right. Okay, and then we're gonna put that on manual for 2 minutes. And that'll steam those pretty good. And we're gonna go back to our tofu. First we're gonna take care of the quinoa because my dinger dang, my dinger dunged and danged. So we're gonna turn that off, and that's gonna sit until we're done with the rest of this stuff. Mary's letting those doggies in. They've been out there fighting with each other. And they're wet. Not good. So I got some paper plates and paper towel here. I'm going to transfer my tofu onto that just to get a little bit of the oil out. Slippery things. My filming person was over there watching YouTube. So I'm trying to do all this cooking and stuff. Filming by myself. I'm gonna harass her now.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
They get the idea. I'm putting the tofu on the paper plates. Well, my quinoa and my tofu are cooling off. I'm just gonna shred some carrots here. I should probably press a little harder. Okay, we're ready to put these together. It says that it makes 4 servings, but I was looking at, they must be really big bowls, because I was looking at the ingredients. I'm going to try to make 4 servings, but I think it's going to make more. So we're going to put some quinoa in each one of these bowls. I think what it is the steamed vegetables is what's throwing me off. The bok choy and the snow peas. Oh no! I thought it was on pause and I turned it off. So this is layered. If you see, there's the bok choy and the beans, and I did just make 4 because this actually cooked down quite a bit. So the bok choy and the snow peas are in there. And then I put some of the carrots in there. And then I put the tofu on top of that. So these 3 have 3 pieces. This one is the extra one. So I don't know who's going to get this we'll see who's the hungriest and who likes it the most. But then, after all of those are put together, we're going to take our little sauce here, and I kind of want to do this evenly too. So let's measure it out with this. And then we sprinkle it with some sesame seeds. There's our bok choy bowls. I think I've said it too many times. My mouth doesn't want to say it anymore. Yum! And there you go. There's our Monday measures. Let me know if you guys like this format with the, you know, the shopping all together with the recipes. So yeah, I think the only thing that we didn't buy, you know, we have all the rice wine vinegar and the sesame oil and all that stuff already on hand. But the shrimp, that's the one thing I didn't buy at the store, and that was the most expensive. But I mean, like that one tofu bowl that has the 2 pieces of tofu, if I eat that, then I'll probably put a few of those shrimp in there. So yeah, and we made grits earlier this week, and we put the shrimp in the grits so that shrimp can just be thrown into a lot of things. So I shouldn't have cooked the whole bag. I should have, you know, because it could have made 2 big meals, that 2 pounds of shrimp. But oh well, it is what it is. It actually made a bunch of meals because we put it in other things. So that's it for this Monday Measures. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.